injected, whereas poison is ingested. So it's like a poison apple from Snow White. You eat it, that's when it affects you. But venom is injected.
Ooh, I'm not going to be stuck around here somewhere.
We're going on It's Tough to Be a Bug. 10 minutes. Boop, boop.
And the flight of passage is 3 hours long.
Oh, we're in a line anyway.
The cheetah up in the room.
I will have a look.
Ankylosaurus, the prehistoric tank. And all the birds.
Birds. Oh, what's that? A baboon? A monkey sort of thing?
There's a monkey.
There's a bug. Oh, what's that by your head? What's that? I can't tell what that is.
In the wall. I suppose it's because we just come in and
Is that a hippo?
Cleared a room.
Cleared a room.
clear the room.
Oh, walrus. No. Yeah, look.
Yeah, walrus.
There was a walrus.
I'm excited.
Warthog.
Turn my tail on. Dummy day. Oh, I like that.
A deer. Big bug over there.
I did.
Very good, lad.
Let's put our glasses on. Cool glasses.
Oh, they carved neck into it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Stand next to it. I reckon you'll like
I'm glad.
Let's go. Now, Jumbo back there, everyone. Hello, hello. My name is Lexi. I'm going to be your guide out there today on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, friends, if you're excited for a safari, throw your hands in the air and say, woo! Alright, now that's what I like to hear. And friends, this is a photo safari. So go ahead, take a moment to get those cameras, cell phones, anything you're using to take pictures out and ready. Just make sure that we are holding on nice and tight to anything you might want to keep with you. That does include any hats, sunglasses, favorite children. I don't judge. It can get a little bit bumpy out there on the reserve, and I don't want you to lose anything. Now, with that being said, make sure we do stay fully seated the entire time as well. That's just for your safety and, of course, for that of those around you. Now, friends, that rule does apply to any and all little ones. Little ones are more than welcome to sit safely on your lap. Just make sure that we're not holding them up like baby Simba, because unfortunately, you are not Rafiki, and this is not the Lion King. But with that out of the way, we are going to be starting our journey in the Little Italy Forest. Now, the forest is home to a bunch of animals with really dark colored coats, so they can be tricky to spot. But I do already see an animal to my right. Now, that's an okapi over there. The okapi, we're really lucky to see it so easily. It's a very shy and reclusive animal. It was actually so good at hiding that the okapi was unknown from the Western world until the year 1901. It was thought to be a mythical creature because of how rarely it was seen. Now, looking at those striped legs that the okapi has, they look a little familiar, right? They kind of look like, yeah, they kind of look like the legs of a zebra. Now, the okapi is not related to the zebra. It's actually part giraffe. And we can tell by its long prehensile tongue and also looking at its skull structure. It has ossicones, just like those giraffes do. Let's see, making our way around a watering hole. Over to our right, there's an antelope up there. That is a greater kudu. Greater kudus are one of the tallest antelopes in the world. Yeah, pretty cool sight. That one doesn't have horns though, so it tells us that it's probably a female. Now friends, those kudus, the super cute big ears that they have, but the stripes on their sides, now they'll use those as camouflage, thought to resemble the sunlight beating on the trees. But to our left, up on the hill, now that's a black rhino over there. Black rhinos weigh about 3,000 pounds. Yeah, take a look. Unfortunately, those animals are very endangered, currently being poached for the horns that they have. But to our left, a couple of bongos. Bongos, they're rusty in color. Now they're known as the ghost of the forest, another animal that's very rarely seen. Now, unlike the kudus, both the males and female bongos have horns, and they'll use those horns to kind of help them navigate through the brush as they hide. But not seeing too much else going on in the forest, so we're going to make our way over towards the Safi River Valley. Now, the Safi River is my favorite place to go looking for Nile hippopotamus. Oh, friends, oh my goodness, I see a couple of hippos already. They're actually out of the water to our right. Now, not too often that you get to see hippos out of the water and up on land. They normally do that in the nighttime. That way they're hidden beneath the darkness. But when they are up on land, it's either to nap or to go looking for food. The hippos will travel about 2 miles away from the water just to search for food. They can eat up to 90 pounds worth of vegetation every single day. Really? But to the left, there are a couple of hippos down in the water. Now that's more likely where they're going to spend their time. They can stay fully submerged for up to 8 minutes before having to come back up for air. But also to our left, those pelicans on the island. Now that's a pod of pelicans, and those are pink-backed pelicans. Now to our left, a whole bunch of Nile crocodiles over there. And you might notice a couple of them with their mouths wide open. Now crocodiles, they do that for temperature regulation. So when it's really hot outside, well, they open their mouths. It allows hot air to escape, and then cooler air can circulate back in, helping to lower their body temperature. But when those crocodiles decide to close their mouths, well, they snap down with about 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Friends? Now they are much larger than the black rhino that we saw earlier. They weigh about 5,000 pounds each. Now, for how large they are, they're incredibly agile. A 5,000-pound white rhino can charge at a top speed of 35 miles per hour. Very fast. But they have pretty terrible eyesight. I'd like to consider them legally blind. They can really only see what's directly in front of them. So as those rhinos kind of go running around together at that top speed, well, they're probably going to go crashing into just about anything that's standing in their way. Water anywhere else, they're going to use the tree of life, kind of like the water tower of the grasslands.
Way back.
Let's see. Okay, friends, a couple of those popular animals. I see a giraffe already. Now it's kind of out there through the trees. We'll get a pretty good look at it, so Hakuna Matata, no worries. But that looks to me like a Maasai giraffe. You can tell by looking at its spots. Maasai giraffes, well, they have very jagged edge spots. They kind of look like puzzle pieces that won't really fit together. Friends, as we are making our way around the reserve, don't be shy. If you guys see anything at all before I do, just shout it out, let me know. Hopefully I can tell you a little bit more about whatever it is.
I'm gonna take a picture of the giraffe on the
Not seeing too much going on over to our left. Not yet, at least. But let's see here, up ahead, over to our left, kind of sitting at the foot of the hill, I see some sable antelopes. Yeah, now friends, those sable antelopes, they're a really important animal here in Africa. They're actually the symbol of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. And that's because of their need and duty to protect their family. They're very territorial, and when their family's in danger, they fight back. Now they will protect themselves. You might wonder, well, when do the giraffes find time to sleep? Well, they only require about 30 minutes of sleep every single day. And instead of taking one long 30-minute nap, well, they're gonna take a whole bunch of short 5-minute power naps. And they'll probably do it standing up. But see how old? It was just sticking its tongue out. Let's see if we can spot it again. Maybe. Well, friends, if you happen to, there we go. Oh, kind of. Anyways, that tongue though, friends, it does grow to be about 3 feet long. And a giraffe's tongue is prehensile, which means they use their tongues kind of like a built-in fork. They can reach up into the trees, wrap around, grab and pull down all the leaves. But to our right, there are some itty-bitty little antelopes over there. They kind of look like s'mores on legs. Now those are springboks. Now the springboks are super cute, and they only grow to be about 3 feet tall. Now they're small but mighty. They get their name Springbok from their ability to spring. Laying down with those Springboks too, they're kind of in the shade laying in the grass. Patterson's elands, they stand about 6 feet tall.
It's like, you can't see me.
But to our right, there's a whole bunch of little baby giraffes over there, friends. Yeah, baby giraffes when born stand about 6 feet tall. They're able to stand up and move around all within an hour after birth. They're pretty fast learners, but they're pretty tough little babies as well, given the fact that their very first experience in this world is about a 6-foot drop straight down to the ground. Now there are some Ankole cattle up there. They have those huge horns, looks like a herd of white-bearded wildebeest. We'll try to get a better look at those wildebeest in just a second. But friends, I want to talk a little bit about those horns that the cattle have, because they serve a really important purpose. Now they're huge, as you could tell. Well, you could tell just by looking at them. Now they kind of work like a personal air conditioning unit. Those horns have a bunch of blood vessels on the inside. Their blood filters through, helping to keep them cool. Here's another pretty good look. There's one walking our way. Now there can be up to 6 feet worth of space in between the two horns from tip to tip. And they look like they might be pretty heavy because of how large they are, but they're actually hollow. There's a bunch of blood vessels on the inside. That's what helps to keep them cool. Again, their blood filters through. Yeah, pretty cool. There is an elephant to our right. There's that elephant. Now friends, it is all by itself over there. So that tells us that it's probably a male. Now the male elephants, they tend to break or get kicked out of the family herd around the age of 14. Now they'll either stay traveling solo, kind of like that one there, or they may form a small bachelor herd, just in case they get lonely.
And we're here right now.
Who do you love now?
Over to our left, there are a couple more elephants hanging out. There's a little baby elephant over there, friends. Take a look. Yeah, now elephants have the longest gestation period of any mammal, including ourselves. So if I have any moms on board, if you thought 9 months of pregnancy was rough, try telling that to Mama Elephant. She's pregnant for 22 months. Almost 2 full years. Let's see, there's a better look at some of those wildebeest to our right, also known as gnu. It's spelled G-N-U, referencing the little grunting noise that they like to make.
Baby ones.
Now with that little baby over there, friends, tells us that we were looking into the territory of the family herd, led by the matriarch, the oldest, wisest, the big female. But to our left, now that's what we call a flamboyance of flamingos. That's how we refer to a group of them, and that's a flamboyance of greater flamingos. They're the tallest species. They have that nice light pink color. They get that color from all the carotenes in the shrimp that they eat. Oh, it seems like flamingos are always portrayed standing up on one leg, right? Now, cheetahs are a little bit different from other big cats in the fact that they don't actually roar. Does anyone know what kind of noise a cheetah makes? Well, they purr. And they chirp like birds. So friends, take a look to your left.
Up there.
Tucked in between those Kobe rocks. There's a female lion.
You look like it's upside down.
Do you guys see her over there? Yeah. A little tricky to spot, but yeah, that's a female lion, friends. Now, no surprise that she is lying down. Thank you, thank you. They are nocturnal animals, which means that lions are the most active and do all of their hunting in the nighttime. Looks like there's a couple of ostrich out to our right as well. We'll get a pretty good look in just a second. Oh, but it looks like there might be a male over to our left as well. Just laying down in the grass. Now, friends, like I said, doing all of their hunting in the night. Now, the females, they're actually the ones in charge of all of that hunting. They go out together as a group as the male, who stays behind protecting the rest of the family. The lions are able to keep track of each other while they're out and about by using their roars. A lion's roar is the most powerful of any big cat. It can actually be heard up to 5 miles. But does not mean warthog. It actually means foolish one. But take a look to your left. Those hairy rocks there, those are warthogs.
See them?
You guys see them kind of towards the front end of the truck in front of the bush? Now, warthogs are not foolish. They're very smart. They're the largest burrowing mammal. They'll make their own burrows or they'll steal some that have been left behind by others. They back into their burrows, leaving their tusks pointed outwards to better defend themselves. But out to our right, there's a couple of bontamoks out there, those small brown antelopes. They're related to the wildebeest. But a couple of ostrich. Some more white rhinos too. But those ostrich fans, their nest is actually pretty close to the truck.
Rhino garage.
Right? Yeah, but those ostrich, they're the world's tallest, fastest, flightless bird. Trim saying that 3 times fast. Now, instead of using their wings to fly, an ostrich uses its wings to help steer as it runs about 40 miles per hour. My favorite animals, friends. Over on the hill to our left, that's a scimitar horned oryx out there. Yeah, now the oryx looks a little different, has a bright white colored coat. Well, it uses that color to help reflect the heat of the sun. So it's really easy for the oryx to stay cool. With that, it only has to drink very minimal amounts of water to survive. It's a desert animal. Unfortunately, the oryx does bring us to the end of our journey, though. We're going to start heading back towards the Harambe village. But hey, that's alright. I think we had a pretty good time out there. We got to see a whole bunch of giraffes. We saw some elephants. We got to see cheetahs and lions. So some big cats as well. Now that's a pretty awesome time out on the reserve, if you ask me.
No, it's a different one.
Because it wasn't be very long.
Yeah. See, that's most of his face is up. And that one is down. There we go.
Kevin?
Kevin? Kevin? Oh, cool. Kevin?
That's not Kevin.
To me, I can't wait. I'll go that one. I don't know when you're riding your next one.
Looks beautiful.
Can we get our picture? Mama, I think my neck is okay.
How much is oil now?
Yeah, but we have another grade.
That's where you watch the show then.
Yeah.
That lady has a Little Mermaid t-shirt. Not jealous. Not jealous.
I saw him.
I wonder what that looks like.
Alright.
We'll just start using verbal. Unless we can't talk. Premium ice cream. Nom, 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 nom.
Banana.
dinosaur.
I was looking forward to that one. Carnival World.
You gotta get it in the hole. Oh, Ben. Dinosaur bits. If you're happy and you know it, clap your oh. Oh no.
Thank you.
I knew he was going to put it on.
Got a clip on it, so it's hard.
Oh, we're going to go on that.
Hey.
We're going on that. Woo! Hot. It's a shame that one's shut.
Go look at the tank. Oh wow. Oh yeah.
We're going round, coming here. She got there quite quickly.
Which one were you wanting to eat?
Dino. 4. A lot of people coming out rather than going in. tonight.
Yeah.
We'll
This
see
all
all
like
that.
the whole floor lights up. So we're gonna come back when it gets dark.
It's gonna look really good. Even like smallest little plants and stuff.
It's over here.
Pretty amazing, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the light.
Can't wait to see it at night.
Yeah, it's gonna look good tonight. And it's nice to know we've got a fast pass.
Yeah.
You got the cheeseburger pods in there, haven't they?
There's a bit on
Yeah.
YouTube. You have to make it 11 card gold.
Are we riding that with Bruce?
That's a nice shot.
What's his name?
Pleased to see us.
Doesn't have a name. You don't
Haven't they?
know. Just a name. Do you want a name? Harry, that's Well, he's not exactly red, but I think it'll work.
Bye bye.
I love fish.
is amazing.
You won't be able to lose me.
Wow, I thought it was a dad.
I just see Ben's socks. Look. Just socks. This bit here looks good on you.
Yours is coming out better than mine,
Mine wasn't really coming out though.
isn't it? What time's our fast pass?
15 minutes past. We've got about 10 minutes before we can get in.
I just like the way you're all sort of like illuminated.